I mean,
hello, everyone.
Hello. Sorry, we were talking it down. Who I had to beat up over a cat fight.
Java.
I got Java.
No.
Say hello to Miss Java.
I got Java.
And the boss lady's hanging
My
under the
Java
table
girl.
because she's too cool for
Hi, baby.
video. Because she's...
Hi, Miss Java.
Java is a cuddle bug.
She is very much a cuddle bug.
So we're going to do some more stupid deaths.
Yes, as you can see, we're doing more stupid deaths.
And we have 2 stacks instead of 1 because the one was bugging the crap out of me.
And me.
Though you were more vocal about it.
Yes,
than
I
Travis
spoke up
was.
about it.
I just have a lot of titches, and then I freak out and I flip the table over. So it's good that we avoid the flipping of the table because I don't think Welchie's table would survive it. Well, maybe.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, it might survive.
Bo would not
I'd be
survive.
a little upset because I actually refinished this table myself.
I would say if Travis flipped it, I would be in trouble.
Because all of Bo's shit and Bo would be
And
broken.
Bo would be underneath it.
Yeah.
And it's a heavy table.
Bo and his shit would be broken.
So, if you guys noticed, especially if you watched our last Strange
Moment.
Deaths game, we handicapped ourselves a little bit by pushing the Reaper ahead, too. Normally, the Reaper would sit on the red
Because we're
spot.
not dumb.
The Reaper had made it to the
Or
green.
really good guessers.
Yeah. The Reaper had made it to green by the time we had
And I
finished.
won.
By Travis won.
So, and the game is supposed to handicap you by having, the Reaper move for every incorrect answer. May it also help that there's only 3 of us, but you can only do so much.
If my girls were over 15, or Welchie could get a girlfriend, or Bo could...
Get a girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Can we both say get a girlfriend when we
Are
start
both
talking about me?
single?
Why is it always me
Yeah,
that gets
why do you
singled
keep picking on
out?
me?
Bo is single too.
Because that's awkward for me. And I don't do awkward very well because there's not a lot that's awkward for me. And, yeah. So fuck off, Welchie!
So what, me being divorced is awkward to you?
Yes.
Okay.
That's very awkward. And the only time that... I don't think I've ever said that to you in your face.
You should,
Shit.
there's no tomorrow.
And the
You
correct
said
answer
worse
is
than the other 2.
that the only person I'm willing to
Okay.
say that to is my wife, and that's because life is hard. And yeah, okay, moving on because awkward. God damn it, you guys found my.
That's okay. We can cut that out, Travis. That's
Or you can
magic
leave it in
of
because it's hilarious.
Knowing people's weak spots is not bad, but understanding that if I strangle either one of you over it,
I say, but how often does me being divorced come up? Like, never.
Oh, it's come up in some of your Persona streams.
Well,
and then I stopped talking.
Thank you, V. Love you.
Because I stopped talking because we were there, and I was just like. Until somebody moved on. So if you guys like to hang out and
Right, but if you watched the last episode, you know the rules. You know what's going on here.
let's dive
Well,
right in.
you're shuffling cards, one flipped out, and Travis is going to read it because he's the oldest. He gets to start the game.
That's
because
the number one rule.
because I am nearly a decade older than the youngest player in the room.
But not a decade.
Nearly.
But not quite. Anyway,
Nearly.
so read your
Okay,
cards.
so Reverend James
Starting
Irving.
off strong.
Reverend James Irving.
Okay.
Is he American? Oh, he is. Okay. Reverend James Irving, born 1846, died 1900. Irving, a South... damn it. I misread that.
Thank
Fine.
you, Piper.
Reverend James Irving, born 1846, died 1800. Irving, a South London parish priest, died after drinking poisoned wine. A batch of 4 bottles was sent anonymously to him and to 3 other priests in the area, though luckily none of the others were consumed. No one was ever charged with the crime, but police suspected local Satanists were responsible. 1846 to 1900, James Irving, Reverend, in South London, drinking poisoned wine to 4 bottles.
Mrs. Glover's meat pies.
I watched the lady do that live.
I'm gonna go true.
I'm gonna go true.
So really quick, Lovett's Pies, the meat pie song, has no breaks for the lady singing it. If you ever see anybody do that shit and it sounds good, you applaud and you fucking stand
Find
up.
some roses, throw that up.
Yes, absolutely.
Not at the end of shit. Right then.
Right then and there.
Because
Right
there are
then
no
and
breaks.
there.
There are no breaks. That is 18 bars of no breathing and lots of whee.
Woman out.
Okay. So
Anyway,
um.
I'm gonna go
we
true.
went true. Both Welchie and I did. Travis, what is... Oh no! Travis is already on the board.
Really? False?
Yeah.
Alright.
The Satanist part should have gotten you because Satanist is a thing later. But okay. Bo!
And
I would like to be an angel once in my day.
No, remember that. You can only do
You
that
only
if...
can use that if he surpasses you.
Oh, God. Death has tried to surpass me
And by the
several
way,
times.
as we've stated before, we can pick from either deck because there's 300 cards.
Yes.
And if we get a repeat, we will both...
Well, to
Well,
be
for
fair,
everyone-
if we get a repeat, it'd be impossible because I purposely did not hold off or did not put in last games primarily because it's the same day to have to edit.
And we also really want to fact check all this shit because it's fucking hilarious.
Yep, so you'll see that in the bottom.
Yeah, we're like that. Okay, just deal with it. We're like that.
Java, it's your turn.
No! The cat doesn't speak English.
As Welchie continues to get fuzzier and fuzzier.
Yes. Extremely. Look at this. Look at this. My Bigfoot.
There's a night where I
You can
brushed
see
Java. I brushed Miss Java.
And we could have made it like 3 Javas.
We could have made another cat.
We are going with its cat multiplication.
Bailey does not share this nearly as much as
No,
Java
and it's
does.
all short. That's some
Yeah.
long shit. Bailey, good girl. Good Bailey. See? That's why she's my favorite.
All right, Marcello.
Marcello.
Marcelo.
Marcello.
Marcello.
Marcelo.
Marcello. Okay. Born 1828, died 1865.
28 to 65.
Charles Collins appeared in Victorian England under the stage name.
Let's
Marcello.
figure out
Oh,
everything and then change their name.
all right. Again.
Okay, so Charles Collins appeared in Victorian England under the stage name Marcello, performing primitive conjuring tricks. His Liverpool audience turned on him, believing his tricks to be witchcraft. In the ensuing riot, Marcello was among 3 people left dead.
I'm going to go with true on that one.
Bo's gonna win or we're gonna win. Fuck.
No freaking way.
That,
You know what I want?
That
I want,
actually
false.
seemed really believable to me.
honestly and truthfully, yes.
I want the one comment of the cards could have the one nugget of truth that's ingrained in every story. That was my angle of your problem and your angle problem, and
To get you?
I'm gonna bleed. It's fine.
I'm going to bleed. It's fine.
Well, I'm covered in cat hair. My wife's gonna be pissed. You know, I can get home bleeding, really, really drunk. Probably shouldn't have driven myself home. And my wife is like, "Are you covered in cat hair?"
like his whole hoodie just like covered in blood. Are you covered in cat hair?
I am bleeding. So
All right, so here's the card. Travis Castelli, born
1979, died
2022.
2022. A husband comes home. Mr. Castelli comes home, and his wife discovers that he's covered in cat hair.
She's been discouraging against Pence their entire livelihood together.
She finds the nearest blunt object and beats him to death for getting cat hair on their new sectional.
False. My wife would not know how to beat anyone to death.
All right, Travis, you get to move.
My wife couldn't figure out how to beat somebody. Damn it, I am really bleeding.
Oh my God, why do I have this name?
Oh boy.
Samsu.
Ilanu.
Ilan? Elena?
I'm gonna go with the
Born
Eluna?
in
Eluna?
1792
Samsu
BC.
Eluna? Samsu Eluna?
I would.
Alright, so we're gonna go with Samsu.
I get it. It's gonna be on screen.
Samsu Eluna. Alright, however you say that. Born circa 1792 BC.
Circa 1792 BC.
BC.
2,000 years before Christ.
Died circa 1712 BC.
False already.
just false because of the years. Alright.
80 years old. Come on now.
Alright.
That is
No.
pretty harsh, actually.
Back then, 3,000 years ago.
It's not impossible though. All
No,
right.
that's
It's not
completely
impossible. It's not
improbable.
impossible.
Anyway.
So 1792 to 1712. Samsu Eluna was the son of Hammurabi.
Hammurabi.
Deal with
Hammurabi.
it. Deal with it.
Builder of the Babylonian Empire. He inherited his father's throne. His own reign was less successful. He challenged one of his generals to a wrestling contest. And despite the general trying to let him win, he fell awkwardly, breaking his back.
I'm still going with false. So we know the Reaper's going to move one.
Move the Reaper.
Who gets to go forward?
Bo! Move one.
Thank God.
That is false.
I was going to say, an 80-year-old man wrestling?
Well, I ran out to the bathroom and I said, my answer is true. And I was not about to,
How old is
Give me-
Jushin Thunder Liger?
50-something.
True, but still. Alright. He can go till he's 80, probably.
Now, if you,
Wait,
now,
we
if you
feel
would ask me,
liger? There's a liger?
now, if you would ask me, Dory Funk Jr. had been like 77, and he's still wrestling.
A, B, C, D, Q, B, G.
Semicolon 3.
Oh, fantastic. I'm going to lose this game, and I fucking hope so. Welchie, why haven't you
I'm
moved
still
yet?
on green, by the way.
Yeah, Welchie hasn't moved yet, and the Reaper's coming close.
I can't use that yet. He
Not-
hasn't surpassed me.
Yeah, not until the Reaper passes.
Fine. Sylvester H. Roper. Sylvester H. Roper. Born 1823, died 1896. Roper invented the steam velocipede. Oh, God. Yeah, velocipede. Velocipede? Yeah, velocipede. He's recognized by some historians as the world's first motorbike. Oh, velocipede. Yeah, that's actually how you probably say that. While riding a later version of his steam engine bike, he fell off and was found dead of a heart attack. It was never determined whether the heart attack caused the fall or vice versa. Okay. Roper invented the steam... Sylvester H. Roper, born 1823, died 1896. Roper invented the steam velocipede. He's recognized by some historians as the world's first motorbike. While riding a later version of his steam engine bike, he fell off and was found dead of a heart attack. It was never determined whether the heart attack caused the fall or vice versa.
I'm going false.
I'm going to go with true.
Hey, Welchie,
Yes, sir.
you get to leave.
Yay! Sorry,
Okay.
Sylvester.
Velocipede?
I was thinking steam.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were still using steam.
That
back
sounds
then.
like a Pokemon.
Steam!
Yeah, I was not thinking.
Steam was relevant until like the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking they used it in a motorbike in the.
Dude, have you never watched Steam Boy?
You
That's
know,
a great
when
anime.
nuclear power started coming about, everybody thought they were going to be like nuclear powered vacuum cleaners. All right.
To be fair,
I want a 3-headed dog to go with my nuclear fucking.
Have Cerberus guarding your house while you're vacuuming.
Or my wife won't let me have a dog, so I have a 17-headed child. Alright.
all right. Antonia Bennett.
Antonio Bennett.
Antonia,
Antonia.
A girl, Bennett.
born 1933, died 1956.
Okay.
33
33 years old.
Bennett,
No, 23.
23.
23.
Bennett fearfully went to great lengths to avoid the objects of her superstitions. Bennett's friends begged her to avoid these unnecessary practices, but to no end. On her final day, she skirted around a ladder to avoid stepping beneath. As she walked away, the ladder fell on her head, breaking her neck.
Dude, I'm going with it.
Do you want me to read that to you again?
No, I got it all.
I just want to make sure.
Woman, superstitious is all.
I'm going to agree with Travis and go with true.
Move the Reaper.
The Reaper's moving.
Oh,
That is
damn,
false.
I wanted that one to be true so
That one
bad.
is false. Oh, yeah, I do move too.
I wanted that one to be
Make
true
sure.
so bad.
Yeah, I had to go with it because I want to read these cards and research this shit. This is so much fun.
Oh, I can read the same.
Compared to the sun,
Come on.
John Kepler. Born 1923.
Kepler?
Kepler.
Kepler, not Kepling. Kepler.
Kepler. Kepler. John Kepler.
Okay.
Born 1923. Died 1982. Kepler was the scientist who developed paraffin.
Polyparaffin.
Paraphenylene.
Paraphenylene.
It's like
Let's all try to pronounce this together.
Teraphenylphenamide? Teraphenylphenamide. Yeah. Polyparaffin teraphenamide. Kevlar.
let's just call it Kevlar.
The first one is easy. The second one is
And the third one is dead.
teraphenylphenamide.
Okay. Let me make this easier. Who developed, better known as Kevlar, not wearing one of his bulletproof vests. Kepler was picking up a prescription at his local pharmacy and was shot and killed in a robbery. True or false?
I don't even care because the guy
who invented Kevlar was picking up a prescription at his local pharmacy and was shot and killed in a robbery.
That sounds too...
Come on, Wilgie. Come on, too.
Gentlemen! Both of you get to move. That is indeed false.
I would say that sounded too movie to be... Or
And-
too coincidental to be true.
You want to know the story that is way too movie that is absolutely true? The guy with bulletproof vests.
He would go around to precincts and shoot himself with a 44 mag.
at this range.
And then
Yeah,
would
so
start his
suicide
presentation.
And then would start his
And
presentation.
then would start his presentation.
And everybody says it's a myth, and it's like, no.
No, there is video of him doing this.
And there's the guy in St. Louis who was all over it, who's like, this guy gonna die, and then it's like, never mind.
Yes, the gentleman who invented bulletproof vests would go to precincts, begin his presentation by pulling out a 44, shooting himself in the chest. Of course, he would fall down because you get shot by a 44. Your ass is going to get knocked down. All right.
And by the way, he usually aimed low, so it would only break major ribs, not the ones that hold your heart.
Then he would get up and then start his presentation. Why do you think everyone has bulletproof vests in every single police station? Why does every single police officer? Why does every single SWAT officer? Why does every single military personnel?
SWAT should still be carrying steel plate. If you're SWAT,
There's still Kevlar involved in their vests.
But if you're special weapons and tactics, you should have a steel plate in there because
I'm sorry, if
obviously
someone-
something fucking went
If
wrong.
someone
anyway.
if someone says, "I'm going to sell you something," like, "All right, well, what are you going to sell us?" Boom! I'm still alive.
And I really like this
You look at
vest.
him and go, "I'll buy it."
All right, anyway.
All right, Randy Morrison.
Okay.
Randy Morrison.
Okay.
Born 1950, died 1973. Well, that's not very old.
That was me.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Like,
Rick.
what the frick?
That was me.
Before Halloween, Morrison tried out his gorilla costume. Evidently, it was convincing. A gentleman spotted Morrison and reported the beast to police. They shot the gorilla with a sedative dart, intending to tire him. For humor, however, proved a fatal dose. So,
Anyway.
short version of this shit is Randy Morrison, born 1950, died 1973, was out on Halloween, had a really good costume, and police shot him with a sedative that killed him.
I'm sorry if this is actual, but I'm praying to God this is true. Bo gets to move, damn it. That's not true. Dang
I was
it.
going to say,
A primate dose for sedatives and a human dose for sedatives are the same.
I was hoping it was true. But you could be allergic to the shot, though.
well, I was thinking, yeah, but... All right.
Ah, Bo! The answer is both.
Travis moves back 8 spaces.
I got eaten by the Reaper and I took over the Reaper, and now I'm hunting
Now I am the
Bo.
Reaper.
I will pick.
He
70
met me
card.
and went, you can have my job.
I apologize in advance
Oh,
to those who are
linguistically inclined.
more mature than the rest of us.
Oh!
Maturity is overrated.
Nope. I will not apologize for my maturity level.
Maturity is overrated.
Constantine Dix.
Constant Dick. Okay. Constant Dick has.
Dix, by the way, is D-I-X.
Oh, I like it.
Born
It's like how you
1848.
spell Cox. C-O-X.
Yep.
Nope, that's not it.
Born 1848, died 1889. Dix, a notorious thief, fled London with the police hot on his trail. Finally located in Switzerland, he died falling off a mountain path into a waterfall. His end inspired the fictional death of Sherlock Holmes at the
Jesus
Reichenbach
Christ.
Falls.
I went like Sherlock Holmes?
While his career spurred the creation of the fictional gentleman thief, Raffles.
I'm going to go true.
I'm going to hope that Bo gets to move forward.
And moving forward.
Dude.
And Welchie.
I
is
just
dead.
died.
Nope, Welchie, you need to give up your extra life token.
And then I get to move one.
1 space forward.
I am so
I was
gonna-
really hoping that was true.
Welchie, buddy, you better hope you can start moving
Really?
forward.
So, who was the inspiration for the death of Sherlock Holmes?
Dun,
dun, dun, dun,
See, that's shit that I need to know. Game, you're fucking up without the secondaries.
I'm going to pick this battle this time.
Maybe he'll give him better luck. Maybe he'll move forward.
Scooter.
Keep reading.
Scott. In Chicken Scratches. Scooter Tetro. So Scott, Scooter, Tetro.
Chicken scratches?
Yeah.
You mean quotation marks?
Yeah. Chicken Scratches.
Keep your finger over that shit.
Yeah, no. It's Scooter. It says
Scott
Scooter.
Scooter Tetra.
Yeah.
Tetra.
No,
Yeah,
again,
Scott, Scooter.
I believe it,
Yeah.
but
What the fuck is a chicken scratch?
You've never heard of that? Chicken Scratches?
chicken.
something's
I've
in
heard
par-
of chicken scratching
Not
with his
parentheses,
handwriting.
but in
Yeah,
quotations.
chicken scratch is like what the doctors.
Yeah, in
handwriting was.
quotations. Yeah, chicken scratches.
Anyway,
You've never heard of chicken scratches?
No.
All right. Well, Scott Scooter Tetro.
Okay.
Born 1959. Died 1979. He's only 20.
Dude, he died when I was born. It was great.
anyway.
It was great. Okay,
What
Scott
was that beginning
Tetro.
year? What was
Scott
that?
Tetro.
What was that beginning year again?
If you're going to haunt somebody's house, please haunt Travis.
I will haunt you back, asshole.
Haunt you back.
I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Okay, Scott Scooter Tetro, born 1959, died 1979. Scott decided to bungee jump from railroad trestle, trestle bridge.
Yeah.
Trestle.
Trestle.
He taped together numerous bungee cords, the type you might use to clip a bag to a bike, and attempted a 70-foot jump. He died when his body hit the pavement below. Police measured the cords and discovered the length was over 70 feet. True or false?
I want to go false.
Gentlemen! You both get to move.
There's nobody in their right mind who's going to take a rubber.
Well, I've heard of stories like this.
No, but they didn't. There's nothing about someone being a dumbass who's going to go, hey, we're going to a hardware store and.
No, I've heard stories of
bungees
like this. It's usually because they have bought the wrong size cord.
Yes, but they are
not
still
taping the cords together. That's the part that got me.
Did you go to the hardware store?
What comedian was like how you feel about being the second person bungee jumping? Whee!
Pretty
All right,
good.
shorten her up. You're next.
The amount of science that's in bungee jumping, I still am never gonna fucking do it.
I wouldn't mind
slingshot
trying.
shit.
My head would explode.
Honest to God, bungee jumping, the slingshot thing, skydiving, I actually would not mind trying
No.
all
Would
of
I
it.
like to try
The
it? Yes.
three of them?
Would my head explode? Yes.
Yeah,
The three of them?
considering your
my pressure issues?
yeah.
Yes, my head would go koosh.
I mean, just driving to Utah was like killing Bo.
I'm sorry. Of the three of them, the only one that I'm going to do is parachuting because I can pull out early. Why? What happens? You pass out from fucking lack of oxygen, and then you still softly land somewhere.
Yeah, no, bungee jumping.
I'm a card. Travis Castelli, born 1979, died 2022. Ooh, he was afraid of while he was skydiving and pulled out too early, so the oxygen level was too low. So he landed on an interstate and got hit by a fucking truck.
I wouldn't mind trying any of it, actually.
Travis, you keep pulling out too early.
Which he failed at twice!
I'm not going to
As we know of, he failed at twice.
The doctors say I'm sterile.
Again!
And they're wrong twice!
They were wrong.
I have pushed the wrong way twice.
Travis keeps punching the table and I keep moving the camera back.
I have no number for proof of correctness, but I have two false positives.
Anyway.
Wait, are we talking about...
And there are positives. Alright.
Yeah,
Lydia and Tamsin are fantastic.
One's 9, one's 10. It's...
I have a Jolteon on my refrigerator because of one of them.
Yeah, I got
It's
around
actually
that.
it's a really good Jolteon.
It's fantastic.
I have never seen your Pokemon before Tamsin drew it. Because you texted the word to me, and I was like, here you go, Tamsin!
And Tamsin's like, perfect!
And then she's like, what's that? And I'm like, I don't know. You haven't figured it out. And then she shattered her tablet. Oh, God. My child broke... Okay, so she has a Kindle, right?
Story time!
Yeah, it is story time.
Okay, no,
It's
here we
it's
go. Here we go. Everybody look at the camera. Bo, when you're doing editing, right here, where my hands are, I don't care if you have it down here or over there. Go, story time.
Because my daughter and her sister decided to break all of the buttons on a Kindle Fire. There are 4 buttons on the outside of a Kindle Fire. All of them are shattered somewhere. They're about this long.
Yeah, they're not very big buttons.
And all of them have a crack in them. Which I know from physical button pushing land because I'm old, not Bo.
I'm old and not Bo.
If a button has physical damage to it, it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
By the way, did you buy all the bundle packs first?
I bought a couple of them.
Buy all 3 because you get 10 packs for
I think I bought the last one.
less than shit. Yeah.
I want to know how his girls did this. I bet Travis wants to know how his girls did this.
Yes.
And you know what we're never going to know?
How
Until
my
like
children-
Lydia or Tamsin are like, and they're like mid-20s, and they decide to tell the story.
And even then, they may or may not remember how they did that.
Neither one of them really know what the
I
fuck
bet
happened.
both of them know. They just won't tell until like their mid-20s, and they know for a fact they are not going to get in trouble for it.
Alright, so Lydia will not remember. Tamsin will
Like
be able
me
to tell.
stealing a Crunch bar.
Yeah, see, Lydia is on her mom's
You are
butt.
not there for that story.
No, I was not.
So, wow, that...
Alright, what's the card say?
It's cinnamon candy. And by the way, when you switch back and forth between those two, it is cinnamon candy.
The Reaper's gonna kill me. Just read the card.
Maybe. Maybe.
You'd have to get it right to avoid the Reaper. Well, we both have to get it right.
No, just...
I just have to get it right.
You just have
Because
to get it right.
even if you get it wrong, we'll both move.
Right.
Me and the Reaper will move.
Right.
Or... Nope.
Yeah, right now the only way Wiltshire can survive
Is
is
if I get it right.
if he gets it right.
Or we will get it wrong in both. No,
No,
that's
I
neither.
have to get this
One
right
turn.
to survive.
Yep. So,
My children. Yeah. Okay. Well, moving on. Graham Parsons. Graham Parsons, not from the Project Parsons. Not that one.
Alright.
anyway.
Born Ingram. Oh my gosh, they have this like.
Born Ingram, oh my gosh.
Eh.
Born in Ingram,
Okay,
OMG.
okay. Yeah, alright. Hang on. Look, they actually give some shit other than just born.
They give him. They give.
Oh, yeah,
they
no
actually
joke.
give a.
So they give a
Like
title.
a born name.
So, Ingram Parsons, born Ingram Cecil Connor III, 1946, died 1973. When Rockstar Parsons overdosed, his father arranged to fly his body to Louisiana. Parsons had told friends he wished to be cremated. Oh God, I am horrible at reading today.
And they were
When
giving
Rock-
me shit about this, alright?
I'm going to blame that balancing thing that they do for the center line. God damn it. All this shit could be on one border and my life would be easier because all this shit would be up. When Rockstar Parsons overdosed, his father arranged to fly his body to Louisiana. Parsons had told his friends he wished to be cremated and his ashes scattered at Joshua Tree National Park. They dressed as morticians, stole his body, and drove to Joshua Tree and ignited his coffin, causing a gigantic explosion, alerting police. Alright, hang on. Hang on,
Creating an explosion.
Hang on. I have to reread this because I've fucked this up twice. At least twice. When Rockstar Parsons overdosed, his father arranged to fly his body to Louisiana. Parsons had told his friends he wished to be cremated and his ashes scattered at Joshua Tree National Park. They dressed as morticians, stole his body, drove to Joshua Tree, and ignited his coffin, causing a giant explosion and alerting police.
Again, I'm doing this just because I'm hoping that this is true. I think it's false, but I'm just hoping it's true.
While it sounds way too implausible to be true, it also is a rock star, so you never know.
What is in their system?
But I'm going to go with false. So
I'm going to go true.
Uh-oh. Well, gee.
Wait, why'd you move Bo?
Because Welchie got it right. Oh,
Why'd you move Bo?
Why'd you move me?
oh, fine. I messed up.
No, move Bo back and then move the Reaper one.
Yeah, the Reaper
I'm still
move.
ahead of the Reaper.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
true?
I fucked up.
It exploded? How did it
Josh
explode?
Parsons. That's Josh Parsons' project. That's the death of Josh Parsons. The Josh Parsons project. As soon as I read that, I was like, Graham Parsons? You mean like Josh Parsons' project?
Wait, what's the Josh Parsons project? What are you talking about?
They're a progressive rock group that was from the 80s. Well, apparently not the 80s.
That is true. How did it explode? That's what I want to know. How did it explode?
You ever lit a dead thing on fire?
No.
Okay, fine.
I've never lit any dead thing on fire. I've never lit any living thing on fire.
Alright, so the fact that I read that note, the Josh Parsons Project.
I'm still out of the Reaper.
The Josh Parsons Project. Alright.
Okay.
Both.
Okay,
answers?
Travis moves back 8.
And I avoid death because I said, fuck you, death.
All right.
He juked him as he's moving back 8.
It's just like, I actually went around.
All right. Ishmael al-Jahari.
Ishmael.
Birth date unknown. Died circa 1008.
1008 BC?
80.
80.
Oh, god damn.
Al-Jahari was a scholar who compiled an important Arabic dictionary. He also experimented with the idea of flight and devised an apparatus with wooden wings. He tried out the wings from the roof of a mosque in Nishapur, Persia.
Nishpar? Nishpar.
Nishapur.
Okay, Nishpar.
Unfortunately, they didn't fly, and he plunged to his death.
Again, I'm just praying to Allah that this is true.
Welchie!
I'm dead.
Move his face.
Yeah!
It is, in fact, true.
Oh, yes! Thank you, Ishmael! I love you!
Bo wins or nobody wins.
Yeah, at this point, it would be either I win.
Hi,
When
Dad.
I start,
How are
by
you?
the way, if I start correcting you on grammar and I go like this, it's probably me. It's probably
Ishmael
Lewis.
is now my new favorite name.
What does that mean? Like
Oh, my.
son of God or something?
Yeah, it's spelled Ismail. So,
Conchita Martinez.
Oh God, I am so gonna die.
Conchita Martinez. Born 1950. Died at 1978. No, she's only 28. Conchita of Spain was a big fan of sea swimming. One particularly sunny morning, Conchita was wearing warning. Yeah.
Conchita.
Yeah, Conchita was warning that swimming at a... Okay, now I get it. Now that I actually read further ahead, I get it. Alright.
Wow! You want another beer?
No, yes, I do, actually.
Fantastic!
Travis, wait,
No, let's finish this card first, because I still, have a quarter of this one.
restart the card over at that point.
Yeah, no. Now that I read ahead, it actually made more sense.
Nope, I get this one. Fantastic.
Yeah, you get that one. Alright, Conchita of Spain was a big fan of sea swimming. One particular
What is
sunny
sea
morning...
swimming?
Swimming in the sea.
Like the sea. Swimming in the sea.
S-E-A.
Swimming in the sea.
Yes, swimming in the sea. Alright, let me start over again.
Woman likes to swim in water that is salty. Got it.
Alright, anyway.
I was a swim official for a long time. But I don't.
Okay, am I having the same problem that you guys have? Like, I got to a certain point and it confused me? Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The first statement
Now I
makes all of us
understand.
go. What the
Keep
fuck?
smacking the
Travis,
table, Travis.
stop moving the camera.
Right, Conchita of Spain was
Some
a
lady
big
from
fan
Spain.
of sea swimming. S-E-A.
Swimming in the sea.
S-E-A swimming.
Why can't you
Alright.
just say swimming in the sea?
Swimming in the water.
The salty water.
One particular sunny morning, Conchita was warned that swimming at a local beach would be dangerous due to the amount of jellyfish in the water. Conchita laughed off the warning,
Spain?
then died from an allergic reaction to jellyfish stings.
In Spain.
Hey.
It says Spain.
I am going to get killed by the Reaper.
I think that might be true. Actually,
Move the Reaper. Okay, now I got a question because
You're dead.
Travis, you get to move.
Oh, fantastic! I'm still in front.
Am I dead because
Yes,
I
you're
didn't
dead.
get to
Yes,
answer
well,
the freaking question?
You're dead.
You're dead.
Because it says, as soon as the Reaper comes across you.
Bo, you just killed me.
I'm sorry, my friend. I did not mean...
Dude, jellyfish in Spain.
I
Jellyfish in Spain.
died because of Bo.
Because of jellyfish in Spain.
I died because of Bo.
Well, half their border, there's no chance of jellyfish in fucking
I died because of Bo.
Alright, so...
Bo killed me. Thank you, Bo.
Alright, so let's...
I die.
Let's propose this.
Bo
Okay?
killed me.
Can Welchie still have a turn?
Bo killed me.
Welchie can't have any more turns.
Bo killed me.
Well, he can't move anymore.
Bo killed me.
However, Welchie
He can
can...
affect the movement of
Welchie
the
can
Reaper.
still vote.
Bo killed me.
Well, we're gonna make this a roll because again, there's only 3 of us. It's kind of
Because fuck you, we are amazingly awesome
Bo,
human beings.
I'm dead because of Bo.
And we've all gotten drunk, except for Bo, and been
And
confused
Bo
by the
is...
syntax.
Travis
which
and I are
includes
drunk, and Bo, the sober one, is who killed me.
you. And Bo was also confused by the syntax of these goddamn cards.
So yeah, Welchie can still influence the vote.
I will influence the fuck out of them. Pardon my language.
Alright.
Travis gets to move back. He faces.
Dude, if I get to skip death, it's fine.
Alright, Travis, I believe you get to read. I believe it's your turn.
So the answer is Bo wins or Travis makes a miracle comeback.
It's like,
from all fucking
it's like
cards.
at this point, it's either Travis makes a miracle comeback or I win because I'm the last
You've
one.
been on that spot for a while.
Like I said, it's either a miracle that Travis makes
And
it.
I'm dead because of Bo.
Are you okay with Bo killing you?
No, actually. Yeah, I'm not okay with that. What's weird is you can still live because you still have your angel token thingy.
Yeah, you still have. an
But
extra
my
life.
answer is still, how much better does Bo's rent get if you die? I mean, have you made a will yet?
Your rent is doubling.
Well, I'm moving out immediately.
Okay, well, I'll if I double your rent, I'll pay your utilities.
I still have to move out because that's $1,000 on
No,
rent.
I'm not gonna increase Bo's rent because he killed me.
I said it's $1,000 on rent, and he's paying.
I'm not increasing Bo's
150
rent because he
utilities.
killed me. I'm just gonna
Do
be
you have a
slightly
legal-
perturbed.
For the rest of the night and a few days afterwards.
I'll be slightly perturbed.
If
for
you're
a little
actually
while.
in it, though. I mean, what happens to Bo?
That is up to mom and dad.
Yeah, I say.
Oh,
if he passes,
They're gonna have to probate
Your
everything.
mom is gonna... Oh, drop that shit. Remove the probate. Probate is a year and a half
So
out of
I
your...
would have to quit claim everything into me and mom and dad, as mom and dad being survivors. But
Or you could do one legally binding contract with a lawyer that says, "Hi, my mother or father," give their legal names and their social security numbers. If either one of them are alive, they get all of my shit, including my debt.
yeah,
You don't really have a lot of debt, so it's fine. So,
Travis, read the card.
somebody needs to have a fucking will in place, and his name is not Bo.
Hi, Travis.
For,
I want to vote.
Come on,
for,
Travis,
somebody for somebody named Bo's benefit, out of Bo, do you really want to own a half a property after probate?
Why not? You'll actually have property, which is fucking
That's
fantastic.
true.
Or and you have to pay for the property split pack.
Invest
taxes
in property, dude. Invest in property, people. All right, property is fantastic.
Unless your landlord dies.
That's
because
why
then
the
you're-
2 lots over here that went up for sale, I immediately called the lady.
You know, probably most of this will be cut out, right?
Oh yeah, no, pretty much.
Alright, fine. Fuck off. Oh! In all actuality, you should be on board with me of him, like, having somebody in charge of his shit because it's
Stacey
your
says that
shit.
too, by the way.
That somebody else should...
Yeah.
Yay! It's like I'm old and I know shit! I almost got to the little funny color bar at the end. Yay! There we go. There was it.
I turned it down for that reason.
All right.
He turned it down because of you.
Hey. So Pope.
Do your best, Henry Winkler. Hey! Do the Necronomicon. Do the Necronomicon.
All right. Pope.
Pope?
Four times now he has said Pope, and that's his first card.
Fine. Formoculus. For Pope. For something else.
Formosus.
Formosus.
I'm going to go with
Okay.
Formosus.
Pope Formosus. Born 1816. Died. Wait. 1896. Born 1816. Died 1896.
So he's 80. I got it. You're gonna live, Travis.
So
Okay.
Pope for Formosus.
Formosus, I
Ah,
think.
yeah, that was the best part. All right.
That was not Piper. Piper's over here. This
I
happened over
farted.
here.
And it was fantastic.
The noise came from here. Piper's over here. Okay.
All right. Pope for.
Farquad.
Can I say
Formosus.
Can I say Farquaad?
You can just call
Farquad.
you can just call him
Pope Farquad.
Farquaad or the Pope or whatever you want.
Born 1816, died 1896. That might matter. There was nothing exceptional about the death of Pope Farquaad.
Because he got eaten by a dragon.
Fine. There was
Don't
nothing
make Robert
exceptional
Travis feel
about
bad.
the death of Pope Formosus. Formosus.
And we're going to go with Formosus.
Formosus is good.
However, a year later, his remains were exhumed and put on trial by a successor, Pope Stephen VI. Formosus was found unworthy of his papacy, and his body was thrown into the Timber River. Oh my god!
I bet that is freaking true. I bet that
Well, I
is
don't
true
remember
as
the name.
hell.
I don't remember the name of the Pope. I do remember the story.
This
I
is
bet
so
that is true.
petty and so awesomely true.
I bet that is true as hell.
Oh god!
Yeah,
Okay,
And
Reaper
the
doesn't
Reaper
move?
does not move because I voted true as well.
But oh
But
my
me being
god!
dead,
No,
I shouldn't influence. But we decided this is like a house rule.
Yeah, no, this is a house rule because, again, there's only three of us.
We can help everyone because death is horrible. And if you disagree with that, come talk to me in real life, and we'll have
That seemed so true to me. Like
Again, I've heard the story.
Hi.
I couldn't remember
You
the name
died
of the
a
Pope.
year
I've
later.
never heard that story before.
Yeah, I could never remember the name of the Pope, but I remember hearing that or reading that, hey, back in whatever time,
I've never heard that story
So-
before, but just the way
Cancel
I'm
culture.
sorry,
Cancel
I'm
culture.
sorry. Well, I'm thinking just like religion in general.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm thinking religion in general. I'm not like nitpicking any religion whatsoever, but just the way that sounded
I like
like
tacos.
very true.
I like tacos.
Tacos is a
And
religion.
all right,
Tacos is very much a
So is
religion.
baseball, and if you ever fuck with my baseball, I will.
What I always say that like there are three topics you don't talk about in mixed company, and that's politics, religion, and Nickelback. And Travis is always like, "Baseball's a religion."
Because some jackasses don't understand religion. Yeah. So, the answer is Travis gets it right, Welchie gets it right, or Bo wins.
I would say, yep, I would have to. You would have to get it wrong for me to win.
Both.
No, you haven't reached the red mark yet.
Oh yeah, I get it.
You
I get it. I
need to
get
the
it.
red mark, Bo. If you're gonna win, you gotta reach that damn red mark.
I do, but if you guys get it wrong, I move 2 spaces and I win.
I don't care. We're both going
Okay.
All right, Jerome Irving Rodale.
Love you,
Born
Jerome.
Jerome Rudell.
Our Jerome.
Our Jerome.
Our
Buddy.
Jerome. We love.
born 1898, died 1971.
Wait, 1898 to 1971. Yeah, so he was 80 some odd years old.
Just wait.
Okay.
Rodale was an advocate for healthy eating. After bragging that he would live to 100 unless I'm run down by a sugar-crazy taxi driver, Rodale died of a heart attack while being interviewed on the Dick Cavett Show. Appearing
Dick Cavett?
the Dick Cavett Show. Appearing to have fallen asleep, Cavett joked, "Are we boring you, Mr. Rodale?"
I think it's false. Travis thinks it's false too.
It is true.
Oh no! Technically, you move here, so you don't win. And then Travis dies too. So
Travis doesn't die. He uses up his extra life, but he's pretty much dead.
Dick
pretty
Cavett
much
Show.
dead.
What the fuck is the Dick Cavett
I'm sure
Show?
I'm pretty sure it's probably an early era
Like a
late night talk show.
like a radio show.
It has to be a.
Wait,
it has to be
no,
radio
it's a
or
TV
regional.
show.
No, dude, get out that.
I'm working
Get out
on
that. goddamn
Yeah,
phone.
no, we're gonna fact check this
Right here.
What is a Dick Cavett Show? That's all I want to know. I'm not down.
I may have
I'm
actually
not,
heard of that.
I'm not doubting the card. I'm doubting what a fucking Dick
How?
Cavett Show is.
If
What
this
is
is like a
show?
live thing,
Was the title of several talk shows hosted by Dick Cavett on various television networks.
this
And
happened
what-
live.
Yeah. Or probably not live. 1971.
No,
So, yeah,
no, they still have live stuff in
This
'71.
this aired at aired on ABC in 1971.
No, they had live stuff back then.
No, I'm just saying.
No, it's
Yeah.
just so the wait. What was the ring of the Dick Cavett Show?
Dick Cavett was he had been on. He'd been on air from 1968 to 2007.
I don't know.
No
Cavett.
shisa.
ABC daytime for like a first year. Then he spent a little bit in AC prime time. Then he spent 6 years in late night ABC.
Huh.
Spent a bunch
Okay,
of time on
well,
PBS.
let's get back to this death on like live TV. If it was live. Okay,
Well, it's-
Jerome Irving
Rodale.
Rodale. Oh, wait, Jerome boom. Thank you, Google.
Yeah, sure. According to, let me see if I can find an actual link here. Something.
Yeah, oh, I get this now. So it's not talking about his actual death. It's talking about him falling asleep.
No, he died.
No, apparently he died. That says true right there.
Rodale was an advocate for healthy eating. Fine. After bragging he would live to 100 unless I'm run down by a sugar-crazed taxi driver. Rodale died of a heart attack while being interviewed. He was on live television when he died. Yeah?
That's what Bo's looking up right now, actually.
I'm actually reading an editorial from Dick Cavett in the May 3rd, 2007 edition of the New York Times.
Reading an editorial.
An editorial.
Well, technically, it's
From Dick Cavett.
it's an opinion. It's in the opinion pages of the New York Times.
But
so.
from Dick Cavett himself.
Yep.
But you could also be on cocaine and suffer a heart attack because
Well, it was
you're on-
like Jerry Lawler. He had that heart attack during Raw.
Yep.
Sitting right. I mean, you could tell
Right.
that something was going on.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, but luckily Jerry Lawler lived during that. But he had a heart attack on live TV.
because
And they stopped commentary the rest of the show.
All right.
Can I read this?
Yes.
Yeah. you
All
can-
right. When I'm doing an appearance somewhere and taking questions from the audience, I can always count on. Tell about the guy who died on your show. I generally say, I will, and I promise that in a few minutes you'll be laughing. First, who would be the logical person to drop dead on a television show? A health expert. I go on to explain that he was Jerome I. Rodale, the publisher of, among other things, today's health magazine. The irony gets thicker.
All right, fine. I give that.
He had been on the cover of the New York Times Magazine that Sunday, and we needed one more guest. He was a slight man who looked like Leon Trotsky with a little goatee. Or with the little goatee.
Trotsky with a goatee.
With a little goatee.
With a little goatee.
He was extremely funny for half an
Trotsky.
hour.
Should be funny for
Anyway.
half an hour.
Hang on. She really funny for half an hour talking about health foods, and as a friendly gesture, he offered me some of his special asparagus boiled in urine. I think I said, anybody's we know, while making a mental note to have him back. I brought out the next guest, Pete Hamill, whose column ran in the New York Post. Rodale moved down one to the couch. As Pete and I began to chat, Mr. Rodale suddenly made a snoring sound. But you gotta laugh. What is one of the more common things of a heart attack?
Yeah.
Snore. Comics would sometimes do that for a laugh while another comic was talking, pretending boredom. His head tilted to the side as Pete, in close-up as it happened, whispered audibly, "This looks bad."
I'm still not over the boiled in urine thing. I'm just saying, I'm not over the boiled in urine thing. What? Okay, I don't know if you have a bleep or anything, any kind of noise, but what the fuck?
So, boiled urine. Let's just
Boiled in urine.
And to be fair,
boiled urine is really good for staving off infections. So you take urine, you boil it, you put it on something that may get infected.
You do not boil asparagus in urine.
to be fair, this
I'm
segment never
rationalizing
aired
for you.
on television.
No, there's no rationalizing that.
Anyway, we fact-checked that. That'll also show up on screen. We're going to go ahead and end this.
Because I
So
died
Welchie-
too.
so
and I
Welchie
survived because,
can continue to be baffled off camera.
about boiled in urine.
Boiled in urine asparagus. I don't suggest
Salty,
trying it.
It's fine.
I don't suggest trying it, but if you're feeling adventurous, go for it.
It's biologically salty. It's fine.
But until next time, on behalf of Welchie, Travis, and myself, we are the Wrong Button Warriors,
Don't push our buttons.
and have a good day.
Do push your buttons because this is funny and fuck.